Hey, 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 YouTubers. How you guys doing? Danielle K. Howell here. I'll wait till you guys pop on before I start talking about this book. I'm going to take some concepts from this book, Think and Grow Rich, that you can apply to your business. Alrighty, so start popping on. If you're here, let me know in the comments if you're here. Let me just pull up my my screen here. Let me see. So I can make sure that I'm here. Alrighty, let me make sure I'm live. Okay, perfect, beautiful. All right, yes, I'm going to be talking about this book, but I'm going to be basing it on, what I've read in this book. I've read this book quite a few times. This is a newer book. This is a new one that I had to buy. I had to buy another one. But I've spoken about this book before. And the reason why I talk about this book is because sometimes we completely forget about what our thoughts can do for us, can do to us, how our thoughts can help us create and manifest and bring our businesses to the point where we are in flow. Okay. Now we all get out of flow every once in a while, myself included, right? Got to get back into your center and get back to the things that you are meant to do and the things that you love. But when you read certain books, that's why I like to read, right? You got to read. Earners are learners, so you got to read. And if you want to earn a lot of money, you got to read a lot of books. I've realized that. I've been taught that. I've been told that. So that's one of the things that I do. So today, if you've never read Think and Grow Rich before, I did put a link here in the description and even in the comment section if you're here with me live with the Think and Grow Rich. So you can get this book on Amazon. The link is there. And, I recommend it. I highly recommend it. Also, before we get started, if you want a free coaching session with me, as you know, I coach people all around the world, with Shopify, with online business, MLM, affiliate marketing, coaching, consulting, whatever it is that you have going on, whatever it is that you want to be going on, I can help you bring that into fruition with my coaching, with my teaching, with my mentoring. So if you want to, just apply. I'll see if you're a good fit for my programs. There's a link that you can take a survey, and I will, if I give you a call at the time that you put down that you're available, then, then that means that you made it. If I don't give you a call, I'm sorry, I only take certain people. You have to have something already going on, a certain business opportunity or, something that you want to do, like that you already know. If you don't have anything that you already know, I can't help you at this point. Right now, I'm not doing any affiliate marketing, even though I do Chris Records, Lifepreneur, but I'll be starting that up, sometime in the future, in the near future. But for right now, I'm just looking for new coaching students, okay, that want to be coached so that they can grow their business. All right. And before we get started, make sure you like this video. Please like it. Subscribe to my channel. Click somewhere around here and at the bottom. Subscribe to my channel, guys, so that YouTube will recognize that I'm bringing valuable content to the community. All right, very, very important. So like this video, share it, subscribe, and all that good stuff. All right, let's get started. So I got my notes here, and so what we're going to talk about. Basically, what does Napoleon Hill talk about, right? It's like, what is it that you want, right? Having that definiteness, that desire, right? It's really that desire. What it is that you want. Do you want more money? Do you want more happiness? Do you want more freedom? Do you want more peace of mind? Those things are what matters. This is what he talks about in the book, right? And then he talks about how, you literally create your own reality with your thoughts, because your thoughts become what? You ever heard of your thoughts become things? Your thoughts become things. So when your thought becomes things, I'm trying to put my notes here. So when your thoughts become things, then you start to create what it is that you're thinking about. And that's why you have to be so very careful about what you think about. What you think about, you bring about. So make sure that you are thinking positive, empowering thoughts. Because if you are bringing in negative or disempowering thoughts, you are going to fall behind. You want to move forward. You don't want to go backwards. Okay. So thoughts are things. So let's say you have your thoughts. They're focused on something great, right? Now you have to create that definiteness of purpose. That's what he talks about. Being persistent and having that burning desire. right? What is the definiteness of purpose? What is the purpose that you are trying to achieve? What is the purpose that you are trying to accomplish? And you have to be definite about it. You have to speak it in the terms that is definite, not probable, not, flaky. It has to be definite. Like you have to know exactly what it is that you want and the purpose of it, right? So this is the things that you have to do when you are reaching a goal. For instance, I just put a discount on my 90-day boot camp. And so I had a definiteness of purpose of how many people I wanted to bring into my boot camp. And I wrote down the numbers and I did everything and I wrote down my strategies and then I took persistent action. Okay, action. So how do you create the desire and make it into reality? Again, it's that determination. It's that interest. It's that commitment, right? It's that commitment. Because when you make a commitment to yourself and to your goals, and you say, hey, nothing is going to stop me. I got it in my mind. I wrote it down. Remember, I always talk about writing things down. Very, very, very important. If you're not writing it down, then you are not going to make it come into your reality. The written word, the spoken word, first it comes in your mind, then it comes in your mouth, and then you should write it down, right? It's those three things that you must do if you want to have something to continue for you to be able to think and grow rich. And when I say rich, maybe you don't want a whole lot of money. Maybe you want to be rich in health, right? Maybe you want to be rich in your relationships. Whatever it is, only you know what your riches consist of. And so, but it's the same principle that goes for everything involved. You have to put your being into it. You have to absorb it and you have to know what it is that you want. All right. So make up your mind, basically, right? Make up your mind. And this is one of the part that I really love. What he says is when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. When a student is ready, the teacher will appear. So you know how I always say, you can't do this stuff alone. You have to have mentors. You have to have coaches. You have to have somebody that shows you the way, shows you the light, gives you advice, right? Moves you through the process. You have to have that in order to move forward, because you don't know, everything. You don't know what you don't know. So if you're trying to get to a goal that you've never achieved before, it's going to be kind of hard because you don't know which road to take. It's best for you to find out from someone who has gone down that road, who has failed, right, and found success. I mean, it's even better if you found somebody who didn't fail and found success, but I think that's going to be very hard to find. Most people who reach a goal will always encounter failures of some type. So it's up to you, because you learn from failures. Just as you learn from success, you learn from failures as well. So you want to find, what it is that I should not do. That's why a mentor and a coach that has been through failures, but have also found success at the end of the failure, are the best teachers. They're the best teachers because, they can tell you what they did wrong. That's like $1 million education right there. Everybody wants to know, what to do right. Oh, what can I do right? But what about when you try to do something right and it goes wrong? That happens. So your best teacher is a mentor, a coach, of course, life, but you will knock out 5 years. Let's say somebody, you're trying to do something for 5 years. Maybe it's a 5-year plan that you have. What if somebody already accomplishes the same thing that you wanted to accomplish in 5 years? Wouldn't it be best for you to take their advice instead of you going at it alone and stumbling, and it may take you 10 years if you go at it alone. It may take you 20, right? So having that thought of when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. It will cause you to magnetize yourself, attract yourself to the people who are going to help you grow. And I've experienced this in so many parts of my life since I've been in my business. Even unsuspecting people that you would think, well, what can I learn from them? They come into your life. They come into, even if it's just for a moment, to give you some strict words of advice, to give you some, encouragement, to share with you some of their experiences, things that you probably would never have known, So, oh gosh, I hope I'm not stalling here. So let me just make sure I'm not stalling, guys, because I'm seeing some little, let me just make sure I'm not stalling here. I'm seeing some, oh no, I'm good. Looks like I'm good. All right, perfect. Looks like I'm good. So yeah, they come into your life at the least, at the time where you least expect it. And these are teachers. These are teachers in our midst that you don't want to dismiss. You want to open your heart, even if they tell you something that may not even, feel like, why did they tell me this? I guarantee you, you're gonna find, you're gonna realize why at some point. And you're going to see yourself. You're going to be like, wow, I remember having that conversation with that person, and this is what they told me. I've experienced this so many times in my life, and especially in the past, I would say the past 5 years or so, when I first started, thinking about business and which way I should go. And I've had many, twists and turns in my business, many times that I'm like, okay, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm going to go here. I've done a lot of different things in the past few years, and now I'm just focused, like, literally on my coaching. But my coaching and teaching. But yeah, this is what you want to do. And at first, I'm glad I wrote this down. At first, it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard for you to change your ways. It's going to be hard for you to change your thinking. It's going to be hard for you to, see yourself as this person that you're trying to create for yourself. It's going to be hard because you're going to be stepping out of your comfort zone. You're going to be stepping out of the place where you've been all these years and stepping into something different. But I'm here to tell you that the fear of the unknown keeps so many people stuck. Don't let that happen to you. Don't let that happen to you. You be the pioneer of your life, because if you really want something, nobody is going to give it to you. You have to go out there and create it for yourself. You can't sit around and wait for it. You can't sit around and ask other people to help you, ask your sister or your brother. No, like I said, go search out some mentors and some coaches, and you will get the help that you need, the help that you desire, the help that you deserve. Okay. But it's going to be hard at first because you're not going to know any of what you're doing. You're treading on unfamiliar territory. Okay. But that's okay. That's how you grow. That's how you learn. And that's how you think when you start to grow rich. Okay. Let's see what else I have here. All right. You are the master of your fate. Right. And this goes back to, learning who you are and what it is that you've come here to create. And going back to those constructive thoughts versus negative thoughts. How does that affect you? How does it affect you? Because ultimately you have the ability to do whatever it is that you want to do. And this is what Napoleon Hill talks about, because it starts with your thoughts. It starts with your thoughts, the thoughts about yourself, thoughts about what you feel like you're capable of acquiring, thoughts about other people. How do you feel about other people? Really, how you feel about other people is how you feel about yourself, usually, right? Why? Because we all are connected. That's what I believe. I believe we all are connected. We all are, we could say we all are one, but we're all connected in a way that connects humanity together. So you have to start working on yourself. If you watch my previous video that I uploaded to YouTube, I was talking about, having that relationship with others, and how do you see others in a relationship with yourself is really, really important. It's really, really important. And Napoleon Hill, he talks about these things, how having certain desires, how having your energy level, all of this stuff matters. Creating your mastermind alliance, getting people together and masterminding. That's why I love coaching people. I love having group coaching sessions. As much as I love doing one-on-one coaching, I love group. Why? Because we get together and it's a mastermind. And, people, we feed off of each other. Even though those are my students, I learn a lot from my students. I learn a lot from my clients. And I love to have a group coaching session. They learn a lot from me, but there are times when I learn a lot from them, because they have different experiences in life, and they're from all over the world. And I love it. I love it. I love to get that energy together. So that's something that you have to learn how to do. You have to get inside of an energy bubble with a group of people, because then create that mastermind alliance. Either you create one yourself, like I've created with my students, or you form, you come together with one that's already existing. And I also do that too with my mentors. I come together with them ever so often, and we mastermind, and we talk, and we learn, and we teach, and it's a remarkable thing. And then you go back more, more energized than when you got there. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. And so this is what I want you all to understand, right? Before you can accumulate anything, you have to, I'm reading my little notes here. You have to magnetize yourself with intense desire, right? I think that's what stops a lot of people. They don't know what they want. You got to know what you want. And you got to take away the fear. Not to say that you won't have fear, but you got to just put the fear aside to the point where you're going to be like, I'm not going to let fear stop me from moving where I want to go. I'm not going to let fear be the reason why I didn't reach my goals. Because when you let fear set in, then that is the opposite. That's the opposite of courage, right? And in order to be a business person, or in order to be a person who's going to change their lives, think and grow rich, you're going to have to learn how to have a level of confidence. Confidence will help you even in those times where you're like, I don't know, I'm feeling the butterflies. It's okay to feel nervous. It's okay, to maybe not want to do your video. Like in my coaching, I teach people that they need to do videos. Why? Because videos work for you all day long, 24/7. And while you're sleeping, somebody could be watching your video and you could be teaching them something. You could be sharing something with them and they could be buying from you. And this is what I teach. So it's so important to, put your courage on, get that courage up. Because if you don't have that courage, you're going to be living in fear. And fear is nothing but a place that holds you back from success. So, that's one of the things. I think courage is the biggest thing that you must muster up. Muster up that courage and set yourself in place. It's like, you know what? I'm going to do this. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Suck it up, feel the butterflies, and do it anyway. Do it anyway. Because when you do it anyway, you'll be surprised at how, a breeze it was. You think, a lot of times our mind plays tricks on us. That goes again, that thinking, right, is a negative or positive. Anytime you feel fear, that's a negative emotion. So I want you to combat that and put a positive emotion in your energy level, right? Take away negativity, fear, doubt, worry. You gotta be able to remove those things quickly, because if you don't, it'll take over you and it'll give you a mind of its own. And you don't want a mind of fear. You don't want a mind of worry. You don't want a mind of doubt. Not if you're trying to build something for your future. Now, if you want to stay stuck in the past and you don't want to build anything great for your future, then that's something. But but then you just let me just delete this thing. Somebody put it. Then once you get your courage up, you're a great person. You're using your gifts, you're using your talents. You are doing what you were meant to do. And that is what is important. I have to delete some of these comments coming in. Remove this person here. So that's what I wanted to share with you all. Why do people come on people's channels and troll? I don't know. See, I have no idea. But that's what I wanted to give to you all today. I want you to understand that energy of thinking and growing rich. And like I said, if you want a free coaching session with me, I do half-hour coaching sessions for free, and I get on the phone with you and we can talk about your business. But you must have a business, or at least have a business idea, and I can help you, manifest that. If you want this book, Think and Grow Rich, go on Amazon. You can click the link that I have here. You can just go straight on Amazon and you get this book. But this is a great, great book. And I've read it many times. Let me just tell you the different chapters that's in here. The starting point of all achievements, right? This is what he talks about. Faith, having faith, visualization, the belief and the attainment in your desire, personal experiences or observations, the workshop of the mind, right? Crystallizing the desire into action. That is super duper important. You just can't think about it. Oh, I want this, I want that. You just can't write it down. You gotta take action. Okay. And the mastery of procrastination. How many of you procrastinate? I know I do. I still battle with procrastination. I always, I find myself putting something that's not as important in front of things that are important. So I got to catch myself. Now, do I catch myself every single time? Probably not. Probably not as many times as I should. But I do catch myself, and then I jump back to what I'm supposed to be doing. So that procrastination it's an evil thing, because if you let it take over your life, you'll be surprised at how much you don't get done with the procrastination. Sustained effort necessary to induce faith. The mastermind. That's what I talked about, having a mastermind alliance, that driving force. That sex energy, transmutation of the mystery of the sexual energy, because we all have that. We all possess that. And sometimes you have to use that to create, things outside of yourself. Connecting the link, the door to Temple of Wisdom, how to outwit our 6 ghosts of fear. That's the final chapter, how to outwit that fear, because ultimately that's what holds us back. That's what brings on procrastination. It could be fear. It could be fear of doing something that you really don't want to do, like, this is a tedious task, I'll put it off later, right? So this is a great book, guys. I encourage you to read it. I encourage you to digest it. Don't just read it once, read it more than once, because once you do, you'll understand it more. I've read it more than one time. I've listened to it on audiobook, and I continue to read chapters of it, because when I think of the fact that I want to, be rich in every aspect of my life, I want to be wealthy in every aspect of my life. So there are things that I must do, and there are things that I must not do if I want to create that in every part of my life. So this is something that you want to do. I don't know what part of your life you are trying to create or you're trying to be rich in, but I encourage you to take these tips that I mentioned here. If you have to watch the replay, take these tips and, and absorb them. But the most important tip I'm going to tell you is this. You got to take action. You got to find someone that's doing what you want, that you want to do, and take action. When they tell you, I listen to my mentors. When they tell me something, I listen and I do it. I take their advice and I take their counsel, and I make my moves. But if you don't listen, if it's just going in one ear and out the other, you're not really, taking what was being said internally and putting that and putting it outward and taking action with it, then you're not going to move forward. You're not. And I want you to move forward. I want you to move forward in your life. I want you to move forward in your business. That's why I did this video. So hopefully this was informative. I hope it spoke to your subconscious. I hope it spoke to your conscious. And I hope that you are ready to think and grow rich. I hope that you, not only want to think about it, but you want to create it. Create it for yourself, create it for your family, create it for whoever it is that you want to create it for, humanity. I don't know. Create it for your community. I don't know, but only you know. And I'm going to tell you that if you start to think about it, because what you think about, you bring about. If you start to think about your success, if you start to think about how you can do X, Y, Z, whatever it is, and you start to think about it, you write it down, you speak it out loud, and then everything else will come to you. And all you have to do is see the signs and grasp it and move forward with it. All right, my friends, please, if you like this video, please share it. Please give it a thumbs up, comment below, and subscribe to my channel. And I will see you guys next time on this channel. All right. I don't know if it's going to be a live video, if it's going to be a recorded video, whatever it is, I'll be bringing you content. Trust me, I'll be bringing you content. If you want to have a free half-hour coaching session with me, please just click the link that I put here in the comments. It's also in the description. Get this book. That's also in the comments and the description. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, take care. I love you guys and have a great rest of your day. Talk soon. Bye-bye.